Hello, and welcome back to Star Sector. So this was originally going to be a video where I spent some time talking about my campaign in Star Sector, and then going off and doing a fight. But it ended up being almost an hour long, and when I combined the two together, so I decided instead I'm going to do a slightly shorter one. Went back to the save from before I went off to go do the fight, and I just figured I'd do a quick overview of my fleet here and sort of what the plan is, because right now, in this campaign, I have been playing very, very closely aligned with Tri-Tachyon. I've done basically no exploring. I've done basically no I've barely even left the core worlds. I've been cruising around in Tri-Tachyon space, no colonization, though I have purchased the governorship of the Lost Astropolis from Tri-Tach after I first captured it from the pirates and then went and purchased the governorship of it. But as you can see, it's still losing me money. It's all disrupted to hell because it got invaded by the Sindrians, and then I had to liberate it, and it's just a bit of a mess. Also quite foolish because I accidentally built refining instead of fuel processing because I have a synchrotron core that I was intending to install here, so I'm probably just going to have to wait until the population grows and I can build another industry. But anyhow, that is me babbling, so which I told myself I would not do. Plan for today. We are dealing with a vengeance fleet. We've got a level 2 vengeance fleet from Skathi that we're going to try and fight. And then we've also got the fact that if we look at the map here, going down to Valhalla here, Skathi has been captured by the Hegemony. They've actually seized control of basically the entire system. Can't remember, one of these used to be under the control of somebody else as well. I can't remember who starts with it, but yeah, Hegemony's been on a bit of a tear. They're beating up on the Luddites as well. And yeah, so my goal is to go and liberate Skathi, fight this vengeance fleet, and then go on from there. But let's briefly talk about the fleet. I've got my two flagships here. This one is brand spanking new. The fight that you're about to see is actually the first time I bring it into a proper fleet battle outside of the simulator. It's a bit of a dog's breakfast in terms of how I've got it kitted out right now, mainly because timelines being what they are, I haven't been able to go back to the Lost Astropolis to deal with where all my gear is to re-equip it, but I like how it's turned out so far. Got the Pilum for some long range. I've got the Locusts here to sort of overwhelm point defense and stuff like that. The heavy Nixus launchers can be pretty effective. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them. I find them to be a little inaccurate, but it's what I had. Then I've got some Wasps and a Tachyon Lance and this plasma lens projector, which is a neat gun. Very slow at dealing damage, but very consistent. I also like that the projectiles actually home in, and if you happen to get them with their shields down, it does even more damage. So might swap these out for either gazers or sabos, just to put pressure on shields. Tac Lance is a Tac Lance. It's always awesome. Got this remnant mining laser that does pretty impressive fragmentation damage. IR pulse lasers, and this burst attack laser, which I don't even remember where I got this from. It came from the Remnants, even though I haven't really fought Remnants, so not sure where that got picked up from. Possibly the technology cache, which is about the only exploration I've done. The other big ship in the fleet is Fairies Wear Boots here, named after the Black Sabbath song. This is basically designed as sort of a fleet anchor. It's got the Locust, it's got this auto pulse laser, some Typhoons, stuff like that. It's a good general purpose sort of sit in the center of your line and just punch things kind of ship. Other new additions to the fleet that you wouldn't have seen before. Twilight of the Thunder God I still have. It's got the high scatter amplifier, which is actually an interesting way to play this, I think. It was my flagship, basically, until I started cruising around in Suns here. So it needs to get in close, but it does that fairly well because it's got the plasma jets. So that's nice. Shudder Before the Beautiful is another new ship in the fleet. It's Shubil. It's basically High-Tech's answer to like the Dominator or something like that. This one, again, is kind of a bit of a dog's breakfast. It's got a fair bit of PD. The idea behind this is it can provide pressure with the squall as it closes, firing kind of over top of everybody else because it is slow. And then as it gets closer, it can open up with pulse lasers, the plasma railgun, and the double IR pulse lasers and all that sort of stuff. As they get closer and closer, while continuing to provide pretty good point defense against like fighters and stuff like that. So, and missiles and all that jazz. Also have Ride the Lightning here as a dedicated PD boat with my dedicated PD captain in it. It zaps missiles and fighters, and it does a good job at that. So, yeah. Other than that, there's not too much new in the fleet. The Shaggin' Wagon is an interesting contraption. Not the most effective ship in the world, but it does have the advanced ground support, and considering so much of my income in this campaign has come from raiding, that is definitely helpful. And then with the Xiphos and stuff like that, it can actually provide some pretty decent long-range fire support. And it also, when I do deploy it, I deploy it back with the carriers to basically be extra point defense back there. So, yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to put a quick break in here and then go off to beat up on this Hegemony fleet. And okay, so we're back, and here we are with the Hegemony executors. We've got a Legion, we've got a Scourer, a Zone Denial Super Heavy Light Cruiser. Interesting. That's a combination of words that you don't normally expect to see. 2 Eagles and a couple destroyers. They've got a fairly considerable carrier wing here. So that's possibly a challenge. They have lowered their combat readiness, mainly because they emergency burned after me to catch up to me. Not that their combat readiness is terribly low, but hey, you know, it's something. And yeah, I have actually attempted this battle a couple of times now, and actually what I've decided on doing is I upped the deployment points. Just not by too much. I think I upped them to 600 from 400. So we'll have to see if that makes a difference in terms of the fight itself. Anyhow, let's do this. So I got 280 deployment points now, which is more than I did previously. Okay, so I want to get those 3 out at the very least to start with, because, yeah, it's a big fight. I'm going to have to get a lot of PD out and going as well. There's a lot of fighters on the board, so I should probably match that. I would like some more front line. So let's deploy Starchild and Mighty Magic Mammoth. Need a couple of fast ships to cap points. So I got the comm relay there, and I am still going to have to try and pull more ships in. With 254 to 280. I get to be right up to 279. Or do I do that? I think maybe I do that. Just Glitter Wizard can come in sort of in the second wave, I think. Yeah, I think that looks good. Sure. Okay, so let's deploy. We will capture that. We will capture that. And we will set up a defensive line here. Not sure where they're going to be hitting me from. I'm going to set him to escort me. And set the Omen escorting fairies wear boots. Get my carriers here to rally in behind. And okay, we'll see how this goes. This is a tough fight, so we'll have to see. My cat is yowling in the background. Sorry if... Hopefully it doesn't... Oh, should have stayed and captured it. Come on, bud. Okay, so we got a sensor jammer deployed. And we're fighting a wolf over there. That shouldn't be a problem for a Tempest. And we got a Lasher out here, which again shouldn't be a problem for a Scarab. So that is looking good. Okay, that's captured now. Let's... Hey, don't squish me. Jerk. Oh, hey, hello. Okay, here they come. Got a big old pack of guys here. Oh, I've got 60 deployment points now. Yeah, let's get our reinforcements going. 60 is plenty to work with for now. I might still have to do another deployment after that comm relay captures, but we'll get Glitter Wizard out. And... well, that'll do it. There we go. We'll get Twilight of the Thunder God and Glitter Wizard out. So we'll deploy them. Send Glitter Wizard to here. And let's get a fighter strike in on the Eagle there. Just going to hang out here and wait for a little bit to see what these guys do. Oh, there we go. You are regretting your choices there, bud. Oof. You are a very brave destroyer. Looks like I'm going to get that comm relay fairly shortly. That is nice to see. Okay, so we got the comm relay now. Let's get... Actually going to pull the Prognosticar, and I'll bring my Brawler out too. Prognosticar is neat just because of the its ability to mess with other ships in a support capacity. I'm going to cancel these assignments, get them back to the line here. And yeah, other than that, just keep everything nice and tight, because we've got the Legion coming in now, so we're about to see a whole bunch more fighters on the field, which will be fun and exciting, I'm sure. Need to make sure that nobody overextends themselves too much here. And, oh, looks like that's getting pressured. That is good to see. Let's go see if I can't... I'm the one who's breaking formation now. Cool. Got one of their carriers off the board. That's good to see. Very little cost to myself. And... well, hey, now let's put some pressure on the Legion. He's about to have a very bad day. There we go. Enough damage for one. Starting to get a fair bit of flux pressure though, so let's back off. Lower the shields. Do a quick vent. How's everybody else doing? Oh, pretty darn good, honestly. Cool. Okay. Let's go bully this Legion a bit. So I think now it's actually time to start deleting some of these orders, and we will throw an engage order on the Legion. We will put an engage order on him. Don't like him off in the flank here, so... and I'm actually going to take those two and push them up a bit, just to get them in range, because it looks like we're pushing them back pretty effectively. I'm wondering if that's going to try and retreat, which would be okay if it did, honestly. Wouldn't bother me too much. Don't know if I like him poking around the side there, so let's throw an engage order on him as well. Good God, why are you trying to engage him? Then the Tiger Shark. There we go. Yeah, that ought to do. See if we can't bully this Legion a bit. Pressure on them. Doing okay on flux still. Oh, not doing so okay on flux anymore. Let's get out of here. Turn off my guns. Do a quick vent and let's get back in. Oh, hello, you. Keep the pressure on him. Good to see. Got him. Oh, danger malfunctions. Let's start getting some of these frigates out. Retreat. Cancel that. You guys advance. Actually, advance up to there. Cancel that. Cancel that. We'll get... where'd my prognosticar go? He is very fragile, so keeping him well out of danger is always a good thing. Get rid of that defensive order. We'll throw an engage on that. Good. Tiger Shark's involved in that. Add that to it as well. Going to keep pressuring the Legion here, I think. Open the range a bit. Okay. These Nixus launchers are great when they hit, but hitting can sometimes be a challenge for them. Let's actually order my fighters to go in and attack. Just continue to pressure. Oh, and Tempest. You need to get out of here too. Retreat, please. How's this fight going? So far, so good. So far, so good. Send another Nixus in. Oof, that didn't feel good, did it? Okay. Oh, there goes a Reaper. Forgot to send you out, too. Get out of here. How's your CR? Your CR is still fine. CR is good, CR is good. What are you doing? Get it on that fight on that eagle. And we'll get you to just eliminate him. I'm going to go mess with these gremlins, I think. There we go. That was quick and painless. And let's... Oh, just had a hitch there. Cool, got the Sunday down. Oh, my brawler. Oh, something hit him. Do I really care that much about a brawler? Sure. Retreat. We're in cleanup mode now anyhow, so... And you're gonna have a real bad day here right quick. Okay. Oh, what happened to my Shrike? Get out. Well, it's got... I think that has an aggressive captain in it, so... Flux system's going haywire. Is the Shrike gonna survive to get out? That's a good question. Probably, because... Let's face it, this guy has bigger problems at this point. There we go. Okay. I think that's it. Claim victory. Didn't lose anything. And I wiped out their fleet. I could run them down. Let's pursue them. Transfer command, though, I will take... Nothing to recover, I don't think, so we'll just continue. And what do we get? No way I made money in terms of that fight, but hey, it was worth it. Killed the Hegemony fleet. Hey, and I was close enough, I was still managed to get the system bounty for Valhalla. Okay, so next up, what I'm going to be doing is popping into... Oh no, turn the transponder off. Don't be silly. Pop in here, and we are going to try and liberate Skathi. What all's here? Oh, hey, the Cabal's already fighting it. Well, hey, well, they're busy doing that. Let's disrupt. Don't want to disrupt it for too long. Or do I want to... get heavy armaments. Try and mess with their ground defenses a bit. And we will also... just because this is costing me a lot of supplies, I will also raid for supplies. So let's do that. Ooh, lost 59 Marines. That stung. Gonna need to... wonder. If I turn my transponder on, and then... I can aid the attacking force. Nice. Okay, let's do this then. I'll continue into battle. I'm going to go. I will bring... oh, let's bring fairies wear boots too. I've got the supplies to burn. And realistically, that ought to do it, because they've got lots of fighter screen and stuff like that. I'll bring... bring her too, because I'd like her to get some experience and level up as an officer, so that ought to do. And what the heck, we'll bring that as well. Ride the Lightning, just to get some experience for that ship, and because he still needs experience too, so let's deploy. Ride the Lightning, you can escort him, and we will set up the carriers back here, and everybody else just engage the station. Okay. I'm going to order my fighters to move in. Help the Cabal out here. Hey, maybe get a bit more reputation with them. That'd be nice. Getting a fair bit of flux, so let's pull back a smidge. Let some of my allies, my erstwhile allies, take the tanks and damage for me here. Okay, here we go. One down. Two down. Okay, station is dealt with. Let's finish this guy off. Oh, I feel kind of bad for these guys. This is not what any of them signed up for. Okay, and I think that's that. I'll just claim that victory. Okay, so a couple of my Cabal buddies lost their friends. Can't recover anything. Take their stuff. Sure, let's accept the con. Yeah, I'll give them supplies. Nice. Slowly improving the Cabal relationship. That's always good. Yeah, sure, yeah, you can sell them. That's fine. It is kind of funny that I just saved their butt and they proceed to try and extort me. Okay. So I need to wait a day to be able to attack, I think. There we go. Let's invade Skathi. Okay. My available invasion strength is estimated at 1,810 from heavy units. Let's do this then. Okay. So let's... Looks like we'll put in... Oh, ouch. They took ground fire. Well, we will... You know what? I'm actually going to consider military options, orbital bombardment, tactical bombardment. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Open up the ground battle again. Let's... so the ground defenses are... Oh, they're shocked. Oh yeah, because they... action. Put them in on the ground defenses as well. There we go. Engaged at ground defenses. We will drop them in on the spaceport. Action. No. Ugh. Always misclick that. We'll toss them into the mines or whatever. And we will send them into the patrol HQ. And one more to the ground defenses. And I'll keep one in reserve, I think. That ought to do, I think. And actually, let's open the ground battle. Oh, actually, that's something I should do. Abilities. Inspire. No, I'm not going to spend... Will, however, use the electronic warfare. And then I might have to do the fire, potentially do the fire support as well. Okay. So, we captured Skathi. Nice. Cool. Okay, so anyhow, yeah, there we go with the ground battle. We've taken Skathi back. We are liberated Skathi. We'll repair those ships. And yeah, I will catch you in the next episode. Cheers.